Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. On this channel, I am documenting my family's journey to financial independence and generational wealth, and we plan on achieving that through investing in the stock market, real estate, cryptocurrency, and overall increasing our net worth. So if that sounds interesting to you, please go on and subscribe to the channel, like the video, and join us. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you guys so much for coming back. I really do appreciate you being here. So in today's video, I have a really good one for you. This is just a quick reference guide to investing, and it's designed to help you begin your journey to financial independence and financial freedom. I put this together because I've been getting some questions on, investing, what it is, and the basic principles of investing. And so I wanted to put together something that was really simple and beginner friendly and easy to understand. And so I'm really hoping that you guys enjoy this video. Let's get into it. Now, what is investing? Investing is basically putting your money into an entity like a company that will increase and bring you profit in the future. You're basically spending money to make money. And the statistic that I put here was really alarming. Only 14% of Americans invest in the stock market. Now, people don't invest for a variety of reasons. Sometimes their expenses are high, they don't have the extra money. Some people don't have any understanding of the stock market. Some people are fearful of the stock market, but I can tell you that fear causes people to avoid investing, and as a result, your money isn't working for you, but losing value. And just like with anything in your life, you don't want to let fear dictate and control you, because that's a really bad hole to be in. I've been there. And again, I want to do something that has never been done in my family. And so investing is a great way to achieve financial freedom. Now, why you should invest? Because investing really is the lifeblood of wealth. Any millionaire, billionaire, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Elon Musk will tell you have to invest. One reason why you should is because of inflation. The cost of goods and services going up, but the wages aren't. And if you look around, milk, eggs, bread are all going up. And again, with the stimulus that everybody is getting, everybody's excited, but you have to remember that that money is going to have to come from it. So somebody's going to have to pay for that. And when you see the cost of goods next year of milk and eggs and bread going up 30%, 50%, this is what inflation is. And again, when you get your stimulus, try to either invest it or invest in your future self. So that's paying off debt, that's getting your emergency fund in place, because those things will help keep you staying afloat when the cost of goods and services go up. The next thing is generational wealth. This is something that's really important to my husband and myself, and probably is important to you. We want to leave a legacy for our family. We have grown up in families where it was always struggling just to get by, or the lights getting turned off, or eviction notices. And we don't want that. We want to give our family a head start, give our children a head start into college, or maybe helping them to buy their first home, helping them to have a wedding, things that really would have helped us as we were growing up. And also to break generational curses. I don't want to have to live under that shadow of bills being due and I can't pay it. Just basic things, the power, the mortgage, the rent, things like that. Also financial freedom, to enjoy time with our family, not working ourselves to the bone, but being able to retire early and to travel and do some of the things that we like, maybe some hobbies or volunteering. And also just to have more peace. I can't tell you how good it feels to be able to sleep at night and not have to worry about, finances, because we are investing our money, which is just so freeing to us. So, why some people fail? Because this is also really important to talk about before we even get into the details of investing. Why people fail. Number one, they get into investing thinking they're going to get rich overnight. They're going to invest $100 and have $100,000 in a week. That's not investing. That's not smart investing. The next thing is you don't have a plan or a goal or strategy in mind. You need to figure out why do you want to invest? Do you want to become a millionaire when you retire? Then put those steps in place now before you put your hard-earned money into the market. And next is just a lack of education and financial literacy. Don't ever get into the place where you can't be taught anything. There are new companies and things coming out all the time. You constantly need to keep educating yourself on what's going on, what's happening in the positions that you're in. Now, let's talk about the types of investments. So we have stocks, we have index funds, we have bonds, and we have real estate. For the sake of this video, because I want to stick to beginner-friendly type content, let's focus on stocks and index funds because those are the safest bets for beginners. So a stock, what is a stock? A stock is basically a security that means you own partnership in the company. So if you have 1 share of Apple, half a share of Apple, that just means you have part ownership in Apple. The great thing about stocks is that there are different types. You have growth stocks, which Tesla is a growth stock. Penny stocks, which seems to be the rave right now on YouTube. I would not suggest penny stocks for beginners. And then dividend stocks. So you have your dividend aristocrats, which is what my husband and myself invest in. Basically, dividend aristocrats is companies who have paid out a dividend for the past 25 years. So that's your Walgreens, that's your Coca-Colas, stocks like that. Next is index funds. Index funds are basically a collection of stocks or bonds that tracks a certain market index. And a market index is basically like the S&P 500 or Russell 3000. The great thing about index funds is that it's like one-stop shopping. Think of index funds like a department store, like a Walmart or a Target. You know how you can go there and get tires and kitty litter and pajamas and milk? Well, think of index funds like that. These are very beginner friendly because you can just invest in one type of index fund and you have access to your Teslas and your Apples and your Microsofts and your Amazons, which are great. You have access to Kellogg and General Mills and shipping companies and industrials. So index funds are really, really great. And the great thing is that you can invest in them yourself. You can go on Robinhood or Webull, M1 Finance, type in an index fund like VOO, and you can buy into it, which is so easy and beginner friendly. And I love, love, love index funds. And then we have the bonds and the real estate. I won't go into detail about that because that's more advanced. But again, I have the definitions here and some examples. Let's move on. Let's go into other types of investments. And this is more available to you and you may not even realize it. In this first box, I have retirement accounts. Check with your company, get some information from your administrator or your HR person, and they should be able to tell you and direct you in the right way to go. But if you have access to a 401k, a 403b, or anything of the like, start contributing to it, at least up to the match, because that your company is giving you free money just for putting money away for your future. Also, start early. Again, if you start early, you have compound interest and time on your side. And also, if you didn't start early, because we didn't start early, start as soon as you're able to. And also check in every quarter. So many people don't know what type of retirement fund they're invested in, the fees, how many shares they have, if it pays out a dividend, and check in each quarter at least. I check ours every month just to make sure you stand on top of things. Next is your HSA. I love an HSA. I wish we would have started sooner, but that's the past and I'm just doing the best that I can now. So we've been investing in our HSA for almost a year. We have about $8,000 in there. Again, you can only contribute up to a certain amount in HSA, $600 a month. And the great thing about the HSA is it has 3 tax-free loopholes. The first one is that anything you contribute to your HSA is pre-tax. The second thing is that money that grows in your HSA is tax-free. And before I move on, HSA is a health savings account, so those are usually offered if you have a high deductible health plan at your company. And then the last tax loophole for HSA is that when you take that money out in the future, there's no tax on that money when spent on health qualifying expenses. So HSA is a great way to increase your investment portfolio. Next is a Roth IRA. I love Roths, and we were just able to open up a Roth for ourselves because we are kind of really skewing the limitations in terms of income, but we were able to open up one for 2020, and I will do a video on that. But Roths are great because they are post-tax dollars, so when you get your check, you can put aside some money and put it into your Roth. All that money grows tax-free, which is awesome. So when you take it out in the future, it's tax-free, but you do have to wait 5 years before you do that. So keep that in mind. You can also contribute up to $6,000 into your Roth. And like I said, there are income limits. You can only contribute to a Roth if you make a certain amount of income. Next is start a business. This is a great investment, especially if you have a good idea, service, or product that you've been thinking about. Don't be fearful. Put yourself out there and start. But be realistic, guys. This is something my husband and I learned when he started his business last year, is to be realistic and find your base. Who are you going to be selling to? Who is your customer? And then seek advice. Bounce your ideas off of someone and begin. Again, guys, you don't want to be fearful. Begin your business. Now, if you're ready to start investing, here are 4 steps that you should consider. Number 1 is you always want to have a solid budget and a debt freedom payoff plan if you're not debt free already. Again, I don't believe that you have to be debt free to invest, but I do believe that you should have a plan to pay off debt while investing, because you don't want to invest on the front end, but on the back end paying 20% on interest on debt, taking 2 steps back. That's not how you build financial freedom and wealth. The next thing is you want to write down your goal, your plan, or your strategy for your portfolio. And guys, figure out your risk level. You want to be honest with yourself and say, you know what, I want to be more conservative. I just want to dip my feet in the water. Or you may say, you know what, I'm young enough. I want to kind of be a little more aggressive. Figure out your risk level. Next is open up an account. You have to open up an account and deposit money, guys. You can't invest if you don't put any skin in the game. Remember, scared money don't make money. And the fourth thing is, when you have your money there, start investing. It's really that easy, guys. I know sometimes it can be really complicated, but really, when you get the money there, start investing. Now, if you get onto a platform or a brokerage and you want to know how to look up a stock or index fund, the best way to do it is by ticker or stock symbols. So I have an example here. Apple is AAPL. That's a great way to find Apple. Is tickers. Tesla is TSLA. And again, tickers may sound a little confusing and daunting when you first hear of them, but trust me, as you get into this and you become more comfortable, this stuff will become second nature to you guys. Also, you can type the name of the company in. So you can type out Starbucks or Walmart and it'll come up for you. And that goes for the same for an index fund. You can type the name out, or you can go by the ticker or the stock symbol, which is VOO or the SPY. So again, if you want to look it up, you can type it up into the search bar if you're on the platform. And I actually have an example. So let's get into that slide. So this is a great example of Disney. Now Disney, you see the ticker symbol up here, DIS. Or you can type out the name in Robinhood or whichever brokerage you're using, type it out and it'll come up. It'll also give you the current price that Disney is trading at. Now this is a couple months old, but you guys get the point. It gives you the current price that Disney is trading at, and you have your 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 3 months. It just gives you a range of how the stock is trading over a particular time period. And when you're ready to buy, you just press buy and it goes through. And again, I have a video that I will put in the cards where I actually bought some stock on Robinhood, so you guys really can see how that goes. And I really talk about some of the basic things like tickers and the things of the like in that video. So I'll leave it in the cards above. You guys can go check that out. Now, in the next slide, we're going to talk about the best brokerages for beginners. With your retirement account, Vanguard and Fidelity are always great, but check with your company because they may have you already set up with a company and you can just go through that. And it's really easy. You just sign up or sign in and you can have access to everything there. If you want to invest on your own, my opinion, Robinhood, Webull, and M1 Finance are the best for beginners. It's very simple. It's very easy to understand. You can buy, sell very easily. And again, I would suggest that. And if you are interested, I have my links below in the description box. You get some free stock. I get some free stock. It doesn't cost anything to you, and it just helps out the channel. Now, let's talk about mistakes you don't want to make. And these are some of the things that I did, and I want to make sure you guys don't make these same mistakes. So the first thing is FOMO. FOMO means fear of missing out. You probably heard of people talk about this. You don't want to chase anything. You want to stick to your plan. And if you want to buy, the market always corrects. Wait on red days and you can buy in. Next is patience. Remember, again, guys, you're not going to get rich overnight. Take your time and you can dollar cost average. That's what DCA means. Dollar cost average, just putting the same amount of money into the position every time you get paid. So every time you get paid, put $100 into the same position. That's dollar cost averaging, whether it go up or whether it go down. And you don't want to compare your plan or your strategy to others. That's a great way to lose money. Again, personal finance is personal. And then again, like I said, educate. You want to continue to research and learn. You don't want to blindly follow, not even me. Anything that I'm talking about, research on your own. Do your own diligence. You can go to Yahoo Finance and it has all the information there. You can find who's the management in the company, their last earnings report, different products and services coming down the pipeline. So do your own research, guys, and at least know the basics of what you're investing in. So guys, that's pretty much it for the video. Like I said, I wanted to give you a quick reference guide into investing. I really hope you got something out of this. Leave a comment below. Are you interested in investing? Have you thought about it and just haven't moved forward with it yet? Leave a comment below. I love talking with you guys. Again, if you guys like the video, go on and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And again, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.